different email messages. We're going to enter in our message. Our first line is going to say prospect, and then we're going to use a curly brace with the one in front of it.
And what we need to do is we need to add variables.
We're now going to configure a message shape.
We'll click on the first
Similar to how a map shape converts a
element.
document from one format to another, the message shape overrides the document data and builds it into a message to send to the body of an email.
We're going to select
We're going to come up here and search. If I type in message, the message shape
we will now
appears.
select our second one.
We'll drag this onto the process canvas.
And this one
We have an option to combine a document into a single message. So if I get more than one result, I will only be sending out a single email message. We're going to do that for this round. We're going to come back and change this a little bit later in another activity where you'll see things broken into different email messages. We're going to enter in our message. Our first line is going to say prospect, and we're going to use a curly brace with the one in front of it. Closed, one, and then we have another curly brace with a 2 on it. Then we're going to have a group of blank lines, and then we'll press. So what do those curly braces mean? The curly braces are telling us they are variables. And what we need to do is we need to add variables for them to load the data into it. So we'll click on the first one, and this is going to be a profile element. This is coming from our database. We're going to select our profile, which is going to be query customer by modified date. We're going to select the customer ID field. Click OK. We will now select our second one, so we'll click Add to add a new variable. And this one is going to be a date. So this will be date time. We have quite a number of date times that we can use. We're going to be using month, day, year. But if I was in Europe and I wanted to use the day, year, month, instead of doing this one, what I would do is day / now the MM needs to be uppercase because that's part of the format, and then 4 Ys. I'm going to flip it over. You can use whatever you would like. And then we're going to make it. Now in your book, we have a wonderful diagram that shows you that these variables are a little more intelligent than the question marks because they have a number inside of them. So this corresponds to this, and this corresponds to this. So if I were to make both of these a 2, which really doesn't make any sense, but if I were to do it, nothing would be getting the ID field, but they would both be getting the current date time. The only thing I can't do is make it something like a 3, a 4, or a 5 because I don't have a parameter for it. So that what will happen is it'll give me an error message. So now I'm going to click the OK button to return to the process canvas. We want to test this out. So in order for us to test it out, we want to go down the first path. And when we complete that, we want to come down the second path. So we're going to need a shape to tell us to do that. And the shape that tells us to do that is the branch shape. With the branch shape, we can control the order of our processing. We're going to start off with 2 branches, but we can go anywhere from 2 to 25. So for our branch, we're going to unhook this. We'll go down this path first. And then, if everything is good, we'll go down this path. Remember, if we have an error message, we won't hit that second branch. Now here's my favorite part. I love it because you have the arrange button now. Save, and then it arranges it, and it makes it look very nice. One other thing that we want to do is we want to intentionally say that we're done with the branch, that particular line of the branch, so we are going to put on a stop shape. We'll do it again. Now we will click on Save, and we'll give it a whirl. We'll test it. So now I'll click on the blue test button, I'm going to select the test item cloud, click on run a
We are now
test.
going to format the output to the email.
Goes out, it's my data. It's going to go down the first tab, and then it will go down the
subject or any of the fields in the operation.
Looking over
This
in my
exercise
Gmail
uses
account,
the subproperty
we do
shape
have a new
to
one.
make the
It
email
says new
subject
customer.
dynamic, containing each of
When I bring it up, it says Edge Communications 6000 closed on today's date. The same thing for GPoint. If for some reason you do not receive an email, check your spam folder. Sometimes they go in there. This concludes our activity.